I don't want to do this.
Yeah, but I've been craving a good trailer reaction.
I don't want to do this.
Welcome to the Cinefanatics. My name's Robert Adams.
I'm Chris Adams.
And today we finally got the first official trailer for Kraven the Hunter. Yet another movie made by Sony about a Spider-Man villain that we really don't need. And this isn't in the subject of like, we don't need any movies. Yes, I know that general common
This
phrase
doesn't need to
people say.
be a story by itself at all.
Exactly.
It just doesn't.
Kraven is a very dynamic character. He's had a lot of really good story runs in the comics, including Kraven's Last Hunt. But I don't believe this needs to be a standalone movie.
You know what all those stories have in common?
Spider-Man's
involved.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
You know what all the stories about Morbius have in common?
Well, it's a little different.
You know what all the good stories about Morbius have in common?
Spider-Man's involved, yeah. Morbius is a good standalone character. He's just not a top of the line, and it would make more sense for a Morbius movie to be carried by the inclusion of Spider-Man. But
I think a lot of people are going, you guys are already predetermined about what this trailer is going to look like before you even watch it. And here's the thing. Yeah.
We are. Just Sony...
Morbius happened.
Yeah, Sony has not been really good on, like, I guess, whatever the business idea as to why they want to do these random movies, Morbius, Kraven.
The Venom movies.
Madam Web. The Venom movies I understand.
I'm not.
Venom is a strong enough character to support his own movie, regardless of how they did the origin and whatnot.
I don't.
Anyways, we got this trailer, so even though we're full of opinions already before seeing it,
let's reinforce them.
We should watch it, yeah. I like that better. Nothing else is entertaining at least.
Spiders!
So we're in London.
My son, never show mercy.
Sounds like Sergey, even though it's probably his father, I guess.
We are predators.
Huh, Russell Crowe. Yeah, I don't know who else is in this movie besides Aaron Taylor
Your
Johnson.
mother is dead.
She died because you sent her away.
She was weak, sick in her mind. You know my business, yes? Power is about strength. If you show weakness,
Is that Levi Miller?
you will give our enemies an opening.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Fun.
He is weak, like his mother. Leave him.
What happened that day?
No. No.
Stared death in the face.
He got lion powers from a lion bite.
I saw my true self.
Wow.
Tell me about this hunter.
They say he uses a connection with animals to track his prey. And once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
There's 6 of us, and only one of you.
There's 6 of you now.
That's what he said.
You just bite the
Yummy.
guy's nose off.
You hunt.
My father
Puts evil into the world. I take it out.
I think you've some kind of honor. You are exactly like our father. Just another man hunting for a trophy.
we're murderers. Isn't that what he taught us?
Farmers aren't born, they're made.
Mr. Teglin? Mr. Teglin? Where's Mr. Teglin?
Oh, you're standing in him.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
There's a generic running on the shot, on the wall and jumping. He looks good as Kraven, though. I'll give him that.
There is an animal in each one of us.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
No! God!
No, he looks good as 20-year-old Kraven.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I want, like, the 50-year-old Beefy has been... It sounds so weird. 50-year-old Beefy has been through the world.
Sorry, but I think Russell Crowe could play a better Kraven than Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I actually agree. That wouldn't be bad. Which I kind of... That's why I like him playing. I guess he's playing Kraven's father.
Yeah.
To alleviate confusion, the character's name is Sergei Kravenov. He goes by Kraven, so he's Sergei's father, basically.
He's Sergei's father. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he could do better at playing that character than Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah, he doesn't get his powers through blood like any other like superhero or supervillain that had an accident and had blood drop in their blood. That's not how it works. He got his through drinking some kind of serum that made him like enhance senses, slows down his aging, faster reflexes, stuff like that.
I'm tired.
Rhino is wearing a suit. He's not like the lizard where his skin becomes rhino hide or something like that. That's dumb. So negative aside, again, the one positive I'd say, he does look good. Him in that costume with the fur coat and stuff, they made him look pretty good.
I guess as best as they could.
Yeah, and I think they did a good job there. Again, now going back into negative, does this movie need to be made? No. Like I would have really liked more of a like with Spider-Man, do like essentially the Kraven's Last Hunt storyline where Spider-Man. This would have been good for like No Way Home,
or the one after No Way Home.
Yeah, well, in No Way Home, where Spider-Man is like public enemy number one, so to speak. And just have Kraven hunting him through the jungles of New York City. That would have been perfect. That would have been amazing. Not this.
Sony needs to stick with the animated Spider-Man universe.
Oh, yeah.
And helping produce, I guess at this point, because of contractual obligations and all that legal mumbo-jumbo, producing the MCU Spider-Man movies. The Venom movies, Madam Web, all of it needs to stop. This looks terrible. This legitimately looks like a horrible movie. I legitimately am not interested in this whatsoever.
Here's what I'm curious to see. I know like Madam Web is, I believe it's pretty much done being filmed at this point. Production is done with it. Or I don't know if it's stalled because of the writer's strike or anything like that. If this movie, I believe this movie's coming out like in October, it looked like. Mm-hmm. If this movie flops, that will be the end of everything Sony is trying to do outside of just the Spider-Man movies.
I don't know.
I don't believe they will release Madam Web if this movie is just complete trash.
I don't know. Sony's not WB, so I don't know about that. Yeah, I think they're banking on both of these. I think they're banking on both Kraven and Madam Web, and if both of them don't do well, which, here's the thing. Let me paint a quick picture for all of you at home. Let's paint the picture of the landscape of superhero movies in the box office right now. As of this trailer reaction, Flash just came out and is bombing.
Even though it was a decent movie.
Audiences not wanting it. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, also great movie, didn't meet up to expectations as high as it should have.
But easily like one of the better Marvel movies that have come out lately.
It's really good, but audiences aren't flocking to the theater for it for some reason, or not as much as they could have been.
Across the Spider-Verse
is doing well.
Phenomenal.
Is doing well. But it's also very different than everything else.
Yeah.
This, if the trend keeps going the way it's going, one, I think you're going to have a problem with the Marvels. I think that's also going to not meet expectations as high as other MCU movies, which is unfortunate because that looks good too. This movie definitely is not going to do well.
The people, I'm going to make this statement now. The people who like Kraven are going to be the ones that hate the Marvels for the exact reason you're thinking of.
Yeah. Which I'm probably going to like the Marvels, and I'm going to
hate Kraven.
I got to be honest right now. I'm probably not going to watch this. You probably will.
I will go see it just like I did Morbius, and then I'm
probably not.
I pray to God every day that he could erase that memory of me seeing Morbius.
Hey, you should give every movie a shot. You should be fair. No. I don't want to.
There's still the possibility, like, we're not official critics. I don't even know if I would label us pundits at this point. No. We're just people who give our opinion of movies, and we're
This is
still
a hobby,
of the
basically.
mind frame. Yeah, we're still of the mind frame that we are capable of watching a trailer and go, that looks terrible, and it like that's our honest opinion. It looks like it's going to be a terrible movie, and a lot of those times when people generally think that, they're correct.
Also, sorry, I just flat out, I just don't support what Sony is doing here with these stories. I don't.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to go to the theater and support them in the theater for it.
So I like when it says in association with Marvel Studios or whatever. It's like, what association? At what point did y'all pitch this to Kevin Feige? And Kevin Feige's like, yeah, that sounds like that's a good idea.
Never. They didn't pitch it at all to him, and he's just rolling his eyes the same as me right now.
Yeah, probably. I know that's a lot of negative. I'm sorry not to be so negative about this.
No,
but
I am being negative about it. This looks terrible.
It does not look good. There's definitely things they could have done with Kraven that would have made this much better, but Kraven standalone movie ain't it. Same again with a Morbius movie, Madam Web. We don't need these standalone movies. They need to be building more, focusing on Spider-Man. And at least, like, say, a Kraven movie would have been fine had Kraven started in a Spider-Man movie first and then a spin-off potentially.
You're just trying to reach for excuses for them right now. This looks generic as hell. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this movie looks terrible, and yeah, I'm going to suffer through it in the theater, so.
I'm not.
Anyways, that's going to be our reaction to this. What did you think of this trailer? Does it look good to you, and why? Please let us know down below in the comments. I mean, people are typically, you see how people do comments on the internet or Twitter. This looks terrible. And that's it. That's all they say. Why? What is your personal
You guys need to be more positive.
Yeah.
I will, on a movie that looks good.
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying this is bad just because it looks bad. It's a personal connection. It's not reaching
No,
us.
I'm saying it looks bad.
Whatever. If you think this looks good, please let us know why. We're not judging you for it. We just want like another opinion, another viewpoint of it.
Just say it in the comments.
Yeah, and while you're down there in the comments, make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to us. Hit the subscribe button. Anyways, you can follow us at The Cinefanatics on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow me personally at Robert Adams MLP on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and youtube.com/@RobertAdamsMLP.
You can follow me at Chris Adams MLP on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd, and twitch.tv/Chris Adams MLP.
You can also find me in the theaters this coming October watching this fart box of a movie. Anyways, that's going to do it for this reaction. Thank you for watching it. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back and see the other stuff we're doing. Anyways, bye. It's going to be okay, Chris. It'll be fine.
It looks like ass.